Hello, everyone. Rhonda Allison here. I live in Lubbock, Texas. It is Tuesday, June the 25th, and it is 6 months from Christmas. Isn't that the crazy thing to hear today? And when it's 100 degrees here where we live. But I'm so excited to share some information with you. I've been involved in this company for a year and a few months, and absolutely love where I'm at here. And I just love sharing good products with people. And I love being a part of a company that has got values and, does the right thing. And we love the culture here and just everything the company stands for. So Trinot is the name of the company, and that is French for change lives. And when you walk into the corporate office in Salt Lake, there's a big wall that says we want to serve 1 billion lives by the time we've been in business 30 years. And that just means a lot to me that the company is servant leaders. And because that's what I always want to be and love working with people that are like that. And I'll just share a little bit about my background. I've always been an entrepreneur my whole life. I always just want to be a stay-at-home mama. That's all I ever wanted to do when I was young. And so I did every single thing I could do to stay home. I decorated cakes, I made t-shirt dresses, I did jewelry, I did all the stuff so I could stay home with my kiddos. And over the years, I ended up opening a ladies' boutique, and I absolutely love that. And I did have a lot of freedom. I got to go to all my kids' ball games and all that, but I ended up being a slave to overhead inventory, which I never really thought much about. But I ended up really, working really hard, making a lot of money, but not getting to bring that much home. But I found network marketing over the years and saw a lot of people they were making about same I was making, but they were bringing a lot more home than I was because they didn't have the overhead and the inventory. And a lot of times it would be a really good product line that they could share and help people with. And so I really love that business model. It just made sense to me as an entrepreneur to work smarter and not so hard. Because I'd had all the employees and I had hundreds of thousands of dollars of inventory and I had the stress of the building, the rent, and all the overhead. So life happened to me though in 2021. I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and I spent a year and a half dealing with that and all the horror that had to do with that. And I ended up last February just reeled back to the wall, $50,000 worth of debt. I had no idea what I was going to do to pay that debt off, and I was really struggling to find a company that I would really be proud to put my name on, and that a good product line. And I was looking for all the things, right? A good product line. I was looking for the pay plan that paid well. I was looking for the company that was good. I didn't want to be in a startup because I've done that before, and I spent a lot of time promoting a product line, and there was too many changes over the year or two, and it doesn't always they weren't didn't always even stay in business. So I wanted to be in a company that was solid. So I found this company called Trinot, and I actually found it with a lady that I know that I didn't know at the time. I know now. She was posting about this company on Facebook, and I just reached out to her because I knew she was a good leader in network marketing world, and I wanted to work with someone that had a lot of skills. And I reached out to her, and she shared with me that she had made career high income within 9 months. And she invited me to a testimonial group that really is what turned my head. There were 50,000 people in that group with such undeniable stories that I knew that was the reason she was making career high income. But even at that, I had really lost my confidence about being my own boss, about being, leading teams, or, just was very intimidated with it all because I had lost my confidence. It had been a long time since I'd had success in business. So she introduced me to her business partner, same story, making career high income. And the lady that recruited her, same story, making career high income in this company. So they really surrounded me, put their arms around me, and said, Ronnie, you can do this again. All you have to do is invite people to take a look at this testimony group. And I'm like, okay, well, I can invite people to take a look. I can do that. So after 3 weeks of really kicking it around, and my husband finally said, you don't have anything to lose, just give it a try. So March the 6th, I said yes, and just invited people to the testimony group. And here's the funny thing, like we have amazing weight loss coffee called Mojo, and that was kind of my mojo because I love coffee, and I thought that would be something everybody would want. So I started inviting people, telling them about the Mojo. And what was interesting to me was the first week, people would come back to me and say, "Oh my gosh, I got to try that Glow Collagen," or "Oh my goodness, that Enrich looks really good." Or I'm like, "Really?" Because I thought everybody had collagen. I thought that sounded boring because I thought everybody had one. But come to find out, they're not all created equal. And so then I just started inviting people to take a look. I decided not to tell them what I was excited about. I just said, "Hey, take a look at this testimony group. See what you think. You can search in the top search bar your ailment to see whatever you're looking for to find the story that relates to you." And so, literally, by the end of March, I had made $10,000. And I knew we had our hands on something really, really strong because that's not an average, it's not an average build, even with somebody that had lost their confidence. I just really wanted to see what could be for everyone. So fast forward to September, I spent about 6 months really planting seeds, really just inviting a lot of people and inviting a lot of people to that testimony group. I got a lot of customers. A lot of people jumped on that had success also with the products. And by September, the company launched a product called Transform that Renee is going to talk about. Now, that's our sugar to fiber product that has a Harvard study behind it that literally turns sugar into fiber that can literally change your blood sugar levels. We've seen it happen. So what happened was I had so many people already invited that my income went from like zero to hero. Like it went crazy. We hit the diamond rank in the company, and we were able to pay off all our debt. And within 7, 8 months of being in this company, we were able to pay off all our debt. So it's been so exciting to me that Renee McLaughlin, I had worked with her years earlier, and I always wanted to work with her again. She is so super talented. She has been a 30-year educator, trainer. She is a nutrition expert. She told me not to say that, but she is. She is so good. She has a heart for helping people, and everybody trusts her. When I sent her a message about this, she listened. And I knew that if she could come out of retirement for this product line, that another thing, we had our hands on something so big. So I invited Renee to be on this evening to share a little bit. Renee, first, I want you to share a little bit about your background. And she has done an amazing job here. I think she's got over 300 customers. Obviously, she has a lot of influence, and I'm just so proud, Renee, to be able to work with you here.
Rhonda, and hey, you guys, it's so good to see all of you on tonight. Now, before I start yipping and yapping about all this stuff, will you go down into reactions and give me a thumbs up if you have tried the Transform and or the Activate? I would love to know how many of you have already, been on and experienced how these products make you look and feel. Thank you. Not a whole lot. Well, all right then, I'm excited. Thanks, Cindy. All right, well, a few of you anyway. So thanks for that lovely introduction, Rhonda. So yeah, my name's Renee McLaughlin. I've been a certified health coach and a master trainer. I love my movement for over oh my gosh, you guys, like over 30 years. It's a long time because I'm kind of old. And but it's just been a passion, and I love, love, love to teach. And my specialty, really, if I could call it that, is metabolic healing, because the biggest epidemic I think we have in the country, but really in the world, you guys now, is insulin resistance. Yeah, insulin resistance. And the older we get, the more insulin resistant we, especially women, looks like we're all women just about on here, we women become. I know it sucks, doesn't it? But that's the truth of the matter. So there we are, right? We're like going along, doing what we think we should do. And then all of a sudden that peri hits, and it's like, what just happened, right? We just start expanding. And guess what happened to me too? And I was sure it was never going to happen to me, but it did. And in a way, I think that was a blessing because it really got me really fine-tuned into what can we do to really heal our insulin resistance, heal our metabolic dysfunctions, and look and feel our best as we go into our next act of life. And so I was retired. I'd stopped teaching last August, actually, and Rhonda called me. Actually, she didn't call me, she messaged me. And she's like, hey, Renee, the first time she did it, she's kind of like, she didn't have the Transform yet. She just kind of had the regular products, right? That don't really sound all that sizzle. Although I'm here to tell you they are all sizzle, but you wouldn't know it by their names. And I was kind of like, nah, I don't want to go down that road again because Rhonda and I have been together a lot of different companies over the years. And then she came back to me in October and said, okay, like girlfriend, sugar to fiber. And that's when my little ears perked up. Sugar to fiber. So she invited me into the Ripple group, and just like probably most of you, if you've been in that group, went, what is going on here? Like, this is amazing. Took me all of about 15 minutes, and I went, yes, I'm in. And I just have been so thrilled and blessed that I have. The sugar to fiber transform product is truly amazing, and it was really designed to help us reduce our insulin spikes and drops, our blood sugar issues. And, you know, when you start to really modulate, manage your blood sugar issues using this product, so many things can change and change for the good. I mean, it's amazing. Now, how do you know? Because you can test. Okay, so one of the things with this, especially in this, gotta have it done, let's just shoot ourselves up and see if we can just, you know, deflate era, we get impatient, don't we? It's like, darn it, Renee, I've taken the sugar fiber, you know, for 5 days and I still got the belly. It's not working. Well, here's the great thing about this particular product. I don't want to hear it's not working until you test, until you put on a continuous glucose monitor or start pricking your finger. That's when you know. Now, even though sometimes you can start modulating this, it can take a little bit of time before your body starts to heal from the inside out. And so, you know, some people get really fast weight loss results, but really that's a side effect. What you're doing is healing, and you're healing so many things inside. So that's where we were all the way up until March when, oh my gosh, the second companion product that Tronaut's been working on for a long time, they're like, okay, let's launch the companion product, which is Activate. And you guys, if you've been watching this, Activate has just, that's the bomb, you guys. Like, yeah, that's the product that we have all been waiting, what, you know, our whole lives for practically. It is all natural. It's an all natural botanical product that absolutely can help you not lose weight. No, I don't want to hear the weight thing. I don't want to hear, oh, I got on the scale. It helps you shrink. It helps you burn body fat for energy. That's the key. That's the biggest thing. So who cares what the scale says? Actually, it's kind of good, to be really honest, if the scale goes down really slowly, but the fat starts shrinking, because that shows just how much better metabolically you are doing. And then from there, consistency, you'll start to watch the scale go down. Why? Because it is going to activate your body's own GLP-1. And all that means is you're going to get appetite control. You're going to get craving control. It's so good. It what's called activates our AMPK, which is our body's energy sensors. And all that means is, get this, when we flip the switch, the AMPK switch, using the Activate, you know what happens? The body starts to burn this body fat for energy instead of storing it. So now you're modulating the insulin, what you're doing with that with your Transform, and now you're able to activate the body's ability to actually burn fat for energy. And you're going to see that in people's pictures. So does it work? it works. Okay. It just may take a little patience and some lifestyle change along with it. Fantastic. And I know Rhonda had asked me to maybe just mention our gut healing healthy product called Enrich, which is, again, you look at it, it's a digestive enzyme. It's got some pre and probiotic, like, the there's just so many out there. I know there are, but there is something about this particular product. It has a very comprehensive list of digestive enzymes where it's also going to break down your gluten and break down your dairy and break down your fiber and break down your protein. So now, once you can break the food down that you're eating, now you can absorb the nutrients, which is going to help you with energy, and you're really healing the gut. Interestingly, I had somebody ask me today, she had put her dad on the Enrich, only the Enrich, okay? And he was having some bad cognitive issues. And it started to get better, you guys. And she's like, Renee, like that's the only thing he's done differently. And like it's been markedly changed. What's the deal? Brain to gut. Brain to gut. The gut is your second brain. So heal the gut, heal the brain. Imagine that. So it's just the body works as a whole, and all these things are designed to help us heal from a systemic level, heal the body, and everything else will take care of itself. So those are just three of the amazing products. I know that I've taken up my time. So thanks so much, you guys. And for those of you that haven't tried it, really get back with the person that invited you here. Get yourself on the Daily Health System. You will not be sorry. Thanks, Ron.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Renee. Well, if you go look at that testimony group today, it's grown by another like 85,000 people. So it's really amazing what the stories that are in there. Even today, like I just love all the products. I made some ice cream with Enrich. I mean, not Enrich. That'd be good, wouldn't it? With the Nourish, the vanilla Nourish, and I put a couple of bananas in there, and it's so good. Mojo, another one that's just amazing. Our weight loss coffee is just wonderful, and we've got a lot of really great products. What's really super cool is I usually lead with business. That's kind of my jam always. And I have a very good girlfriend, Kelly Whiting, that's here this evening. Longtime girlfriend, 15 years. She and I met in business 15 years ago. I actually had a wholesale business and she bought some things from me and we got to meet from there. She had a boutique that she did booths and she's a hardworking lady. And I actually was doing network marketing, through those years, and I always wanted to do business with her because she's just amazing, lovely lady and cares about people. And, you always want to work with people that you like, right? But until recently, I hadn't really gotten to talk to her much. And we happened to get together about, I don't know, 5 weeks ago. We got together in the Dallas and Fort Worth area where she lives. And she shared some information with me about her business and kind of slipped it in that, hey, girl, you need to go look at that testimony group because she told me she had Hashimoto's. And I'm like, I really don't even know what that is. But you can go in that group and put Hashimoto's at the top and see what you can find. And so, Kelly, I'll let you unmute your line. And so therefore, she saw some stories that related to her. And she said, I think I'm going to give this a try. And because she did, she's already helping so many people already get started here. And so it's been a really joy for me to watch her have success here after she did not like network marketing forever.
Well, yes. So, as Rhonda said, I had a boutique for 28 years, and it was very successful until it wasn't. And but it also, something that started out as fun, and the fun money that was supposed to be just for vacations and fun things. When I went through my divorce, all of a sudden I had all the plates spinning, and I had to put 3 kids through college. I had to get them all married. I had to get them all cars, and I had to do all of that. And, all of a sudden that business about started killing me. It was very physical. And then COVID just was, when COVID hit, I was preparing for a big show, and I already had, y'all, there was probably $80,000 worth of inventory that I was on racks ready to go to this store. And then you had to eat that. So it was just time to shut that one down. And so and during that, stress kills your body. It just absolutely eats you up. And I got the Hashimoto's diagnosis. And with Hashimoto's comes inflammation. And inflammation is the root of all disease. And inflammation on me felt like I had arthritis in my whole body. And, I was, I know I'm 60 years old, 62 years old. I have grandchildren and they want me to get down on the floor and play with them. And I had to think, you really had to think, okay, I can get down, but can I get back up? So it was pretty tough. And my knees, and I was searching for answers. I have a cupboard full of things. So Rhonda, I know her. She was always trying to get me involved in her latest, adventure. And I just wasn't interested at the time. But I'll tell you, when something is, and she's telling me it's going to address my pain, that was my pain point. That is when I'm going to listen to you. And so I jumped on board. I started taking that Glow product, and it is my Christmas miracle. It has changed my life. It took pain away. The pain was your knees, your hands, your joints, your back. I'd get up in the morning and I would have to put 2 ice packs on my shoulders and heating pads on my back. So the shoulders I thought was something else. I didn't know it was the inflammation. But when I started taking that Glow, I'm just telling you, that pain went away, and it started working on my shoulders also. So that must have been the inflammation. When you have something like that, an autoimmune issue, the medical really doesn't help you at all. They'll, for me, they said, be gluten-free. And then it's up to you and Dr. Google to figure out everything else that you need to take, which I have a cupboard full of, like 62 different supplements, because that's kind of like the get rich quick scheme right now, is how to help people with Hashimoto's. So that is what got me going. And then it's just very interesting. Just last week, I had a colonoscopy. If you guys haven't had those yet, it's a real fun experience. So, and I was having problems, and now I have diverticulitis. So, which that's all fun and games too. And so my husband, who researches absolutely everything, he's Mr. Scientist. He came back with this list of these, these are all the things you need to take, to help you heal your gut, and, because it's an unhealthy gut. And we pulled out Enrich. Dadgummit, that had every dang thing that was on that list, except one thing. And it was one product. And I should tell you, Renee, I don't remember the name of it. What it did was, that one was to help you with the pain and the inflammation, which I thought, well, Glow's already taking care of that. But I've been hitting Enrich hard. I've been hitting it, 6 a day, 2 and 2. And it's just very interesting. Once you get into the door and you start taking a product and you have success, then that builds your trust in this company. And I'm like, okay, well, then let me try this, and let me try this. And now, like that Enrich, I'm thinking, my husband, who has all of this reflux, like it wakes him up at nighttime. I started giving him that, and it was working for his heartburn. Except last week, I was with Rhonda and Rodney for the weekend, and he had some problems. And I said, well, are you taking the Enrich? And he goes, no, I was feeling better, but I quit taking it. So I'm like going, you can lead a horse to water, but so anyway.
That's a guy thing.
I know, right? So that's my little testimony there. So I've been recommending the products, and I did I made the $1,500 bonus last month, and I'm probably going to make the $2,000 bonus this month. And, I'm real happy with that money. So and now I want more. So anyways.
Well, I like the story too, that you went to your hairdresser.
Oh gosh, and that's the thing, the side effect of the Glow. Okay, so a lot of people, it's collagen. What do they say? When you start hitting your 40s, you've lost 50% of your collagen right there. So that's why our faces, especially when you hit menopause, you just start falling. Everything falls and sucks in. So, Glow, I was taking for my joints and, feeling good. Well, then my skin started looking pretty. And I'm like, and then I did my hair last week, and she's done my hair for 12 years. And she was just like, your head is full of tiny little hairs all over. So what are you doing? So I'm like, I'm growing my hair back. You lose that in Hashimoto's also. So it's just fun getting old. But I just thought I can talk to women my age going through stuff. These products are really answering. So Rhonda's a big business builder, and I'm a businesswoman too, and I want a business. But I also want to really help you. I used to help you be pretty by dressing you nice and showing you how to put things together because a lot of y'all needed a lot of help, and I'm still gonna work on that. But but this is really helping people, and when I'm inviting friends and old customers who I built a relationship with, I really feel a responsibility that, what am I getting them into? Am I recommending something? Are they going to be upset with me if they don't get results? And so far, we're batting 100. So while I was sitting here, I got a message from my college roommate who she did the daily healthcare system and the Glow, and she just did another reorder on it. So everyone is reordering and they're getting good results, and it makes my heart happy. So
I'm so happy too. That really makes my heart happy that you
I
said
know
that.
she literally just texted me while Renee was talking.
Isn't
So
that fun? It's just so much fun when people are winning. That's just all there is to it. Okay, thanks so much, Kelly, for being on. Appreciate you so much. Okay, Kelly Bro. We're going to talk to Kelly number two. Okay, so I met Kelly, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago. We were kind of cross companies as well. And Kelly's an amazing business builder. She's been here with me from almost the very beginning. And I really watched her really blossom on social media. She kind of was green at the beginning, and she has really expanded her horizons a lot here. And it's really, I think, a testimony of all the great systems and the training we have on our team. And that really helps everyone have a little bit more knowledge about how to build on social media. It's free advertising, so why not? But Kelly, I'd love for you to share your story. Kelly is a retired postmaster, and she's been in business as well. She had a ladies' boutique at one time, and I'd love for you to share your story, Kelly.
Yes, I did have a ladies' boutique, and I had it for a year, and then my, marriage fell apart. And I was like, I've got to go back to the post office. That's where I had left, I'd spent years there, took all my retirement out to start my business, and then my marriage fell apart. And so that brought me to the point where I started this. I retired a couple of years earlier than I expected to because I needed to take care of my mama. And so I had more debt than I had money. I had enough money to pay my bills. I have a good retirement, but I didn't have enough extra to pay the debt. And I have a lot of debt because of my life. And bad decisions. I take some of the responsibility. Okay. And so now it's time for me to do something better. And so anyway, I came here, and I've seen so many people in my life be successful at this business, but I never really got there. I would work at it, but I have a lot of baggage. That's another thing about this business that I want every one of y'all to know. The personal development that you will go through, and this, especially in this company with all the support and training you have, is phenomenal. And I have grown so much as far as that goes with believing in me. And that's been really important for me too. So anyway, I come here, and I have been in another business with Rhonda, and kind of got, a little disgruntled and unhappy over there. And she comes to me and she's like, I think we're going to have to move. And I'm like, okay. And so I just trusted her and followed her here. And best decision I ever made. I mean, I got here and in the first 3 weeks, I had earned more here in that first 3 weeks than my whole 1099 the prior year. Then 2 months later, I had my Jeep stopping and I bought a Jeep. And because my car had a lot of miles on it. So, and I love my Jeep. And Trinont has paid me about $7,500 so far in car payments, which is really pretty dang cool. And I've got a long way to go. I have big plans. I have dates set for things that I want to accomplish. And I do believe I will accomplish them right here. But I have a ways to go and I work on it. I'm a work in progress every day. So never feel like you are not doing good enough. If you put your one foot in front of the other and don't quit, you are going to be successful here. So it is just a great company. And I too had autoimmune disease, and these products have helped me so much with that. And so I really relate to Kelly's story about that, because I thought at 55 I was going to be in a wheelchair at my 67-year-old self now, and I feel wonderful. So I love our products too.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Well, you guys have heard a little bit about our product line, and you've heard some really great stories about how the products are amazing. And I'd like to share just a little bit about our business with you real quick. I won't keep you long, but I just want to share a little bit with you. So this is just a different kind of business model. It's instead of buying it from a store, you buy it online and you build teams, or you can actually make income with just building with customers here as well. And so you invite people to take a look, you have them go look at Ripple Effect, and they choose a package or products they want to buy. And with the volume that you accumulate in a month's time, you rank up according to we have a pay plan. You can ask to see it. And it tells you exactly what you're going to make for exactly how much volume you have. So really at the end of the month, you don't have any questions about, oh, I have no idea where I was. You know exactly what your paycheck is going to be at the end of the month. And I seriously have never been in a company, most companies I've been in at the end of the month, I might not get a check for a couple of weeks and I would have no idea how much that check was going to be because the pay plan was such a variable pay plan. One more thing about the pay plan that I think is so super cool about this pay plan is when you first get started, your first calendar month, you have an opportunity to enroll 3 people. And as long as your total volume with your order and your 3 people and anyone they may enroll is about 1,500 points of volume, you actually make $1,000 commission. There is no companies out there that pay that much upfront money, but they do it to help you get started, to help you see that this pay plan is super lucrative. We actually have $10,000 worth of bonuses you can earn your first 4 months here, the first 4 calendar months, to help you get your business started and help you move fast. And Kelly mentioned the Jeep bonus. It's a funny story. Like, I called my business partner when I first came on board. I said, "Why in the world do they do Jeeps? I really don't even care about Jeeps. I never wanted a Jeep. I had a Yukon. I really liked it." And she goes, "Well, they say it's a really good investment. It's a good resale value." And they had done financial services as part of their company. So I said, "Oh, okay." So same thing happened to me that happened to Kelly that first 3 weeks. I qualified for the Jeep bonus, and heck, that's $6,000 in a calendar year. Why would you throw that away? Why not use it? A vehicle is just an expense anyway. So the second month we actually found a Jeep Grand Cherokee that we liked, and we sold our Yukon and got the Jeep Grand Cherokee. We absolutely love that vehicle. We are all about Jeeps now. And what's another thing that's super cool is you can put your spouse in as one of your 3 positions, and you can put people under them and double dip in the pay plan. So I did that. I put my husband in first, started building under him. And then a few months later, I started working his position a little bit. And now every single month he qualifies for a Jeep bonus too. So, and he doesn't work this business at all. I'm just doing the same thing I was going to do anyway. And so about, 3 months ago, he came up and said, I sure would like to have a Wrangler, because we have a place in the mountains and it's 4-wheel drive and all that. I guess that's a guy thing. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, we might as well. Hey, it's the pay payments were almost paid for. I'm not going to put on the video, and it's a lot of fun. We've really enjoyed our Jeep community. So there's so much really cool things happening here. We've got the most amazing training I've ever been a part of. I'm just telling you, our trainings are so good. You cannot lose here unless you absolutely just don't try. I'm just telling you. If you give this any effort at all, you are going to win here, and you're going to win more than you've ever won. Just like Kelly is an example. She's never made a lot of money in this industry. All of a sudden, she's making more money in this company than she's ever made in any of the other companies. So I wanted to invite you to take a look, and if you've got some questions about the pay plan, how to get involved, what to get started, we can get you here and find out exactly what you need to do to get a package to get started, and we will help you win here. Now, we are going to do a Zoom tomorrow evening, and we're going to do a Zoom Thursday evening, because this is the end of the month and we like to close the month out strong. So you can come on again and listen again if you'd like. We'd have some different stories in the next couple of nights. If you want to listen one more time, you want to think about it a little bit more, or if you have some people you'd like to invite, you're welcome to invite people to our Zooms on Wednesday night and Thursday night as well. So thanks so much, guys, for being a part of our Zoom this evening. And thank you for Kelly and Renee. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and I'm so proud to work with you. And I feel so blessed here. So thanks, guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening.